have a question for everybody in the group.
Yes.
Okay.
We mention, and a big portion of this episode takes place in the gross bathroom. Can I hear some the gross bathroom stories?
Oh no, they're really gross though.
This episode reminded me of, this is not a gross bathroom story, but it is a funny bathroom story, which is my buddy Alex got a cardboard cutout of Elvis.
Okay.
Like a full life size. There's just Elvis with his guitar going like he's just like doing this little move. And so he got into the practice of what he called Elvising his sister at home, where he would just hide it in her closet or like just put it somewhere in the house where she wasn't expecting it and always startle her and get a big reaction. So he got the idea to bring Elvis to school one day, and we put Elvis in the stall of the men's bathroom. And then we would all just be hiding in the hallway and waiting, and just you'd hear someone go in and then like scream and then laugh and they come out chuckling. And so we've been doing this for about 10 minutes, and then I can't remember which teacher it was, but it was like one of like the old mean teachers. Like saw a bunch of teenage boys giggling outside the bathroom, and then like it was like, oh my God, someone shit on the wall or something. And then goes in and we're like, uh-oh, and then he came out laughing and we were like, hey, we got it. So yeah, that was my
Classic high school Jake.
I can tell you just from in the episode, it painted a vivid picture for me of the bathroom out next to the locker room that the cross country team used. Like it was a rough bathroom.
I was thinking of like soccer bathrooms.
A sport bathroom.
Sport
Especially
bathroom.
as you mentioned it was
yeah,
outside, like it was about by the field or something like that. I was like, oh yeah, sports bathroom. Well, hold your breath.
When I was very little, probably 3, I was on a cross country road trip with my family, and I was playing at a Burger King, like
Like the ball pit.
a ball pit, and I jumped into the ball pit. And I don't even remember this really.
thank God
I
you
only
don't.
remember the next part.
Oh no. Oh no.
There was like a dirty diaper or maybe just a floating turd or
God.
something where I came out of the ball pit covered in poo-poo.
Oh,
And I was crying.
Yeah.
And my family had to take me across the street to the gas station and hose me off.
You know it's bad when you got to go to a gas station bathroom to clean up. Like when
Yeah.
that's the cleaner option.
Well, no, because there was a hose
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
no,
they
side.
didn't use the bathroom,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't even really remember anything but the hose, and I feel like it's probably my first memory.
Yep.
That's how I would summarize my college experience. I don't remember anything but the God, that's awful.
The gross bathroom in my school was an older one in one of the like buildings that was just like an older building. So it was like relatively small and cramped. And I remember just very specifically there was like a legend that developed around it because of like that one poop that was just like very large. And everyone's like, who would even claim such a fucking pipe burster?
Such an honor in quotation marks.
Yeah. To this day, we don't know.
I can tell this one because it's a little gross, but not too bad.
Tales from the crowd.
There's something I like disgusting to think about. Mostly vomit. I can't handle vomit. Poop I'm fine with. So there was the locker room bathroom that was right
Put that
next
on
to
your
this one
fucking
classroom that I had math in, and our teacher was Mr. Preston, which I might have said things about him a few times. He was a Korean War
Is this
vet.
the same guy that wrote the 1994 crime bill, man?
Nope, not that guy. Mr. Preston was cool math teacher. He was a Korean vet. He felt like Patton, like he just had this like whole like
Authoritative air.
He was just such an old like weird dude. Like he would do this thing where he'd be like when he was teaching algebra. I always remember he was like 5x. So that's another way to write that. X X X X X. What you got there? Oh, great movie. I was like like high school killed with high school boys. And he also had like a talking parrot that would talk when it would hear a sound, and then he had like a monkey on like a trapeze thing that also talked when there was noise. You know,
They're
like two
like-
stuffed animals that both talk.
Stuffed animals. There we go.
Okay.
Stuffed animals is
Stuffed
what
animals.
we were
There we
looking
go.
for.
No.
He kept a monkey?
So if you thought the class was being like childish, you'd be like, I'll go talk to people with like, I'll go have an intelligent conversation. He would just make them talk to each other and stand there behind his desk as like we're all yelling. Anyways, there's this time where all the football players all decide to go poop in the same toilet, as you would imagine. I think that's a pretty common.
That's the gayest thing I've ever heard.
Not at the same time. Like everybody goes in one after another, so they
Oh,
fill the entire
man.
toilet. Poop. It's horrible. Then like somebody's got.
That's never mind.
it's
That's worse.
horrible.
Mine at least is a team building, like bonding thing.
So
Yeah,
honestly,
they're winning state after that.
Yeah.
everyone was like, whoever did this, you're in trouble. Like, it's horrible. Like, the poor plumber's got to fucking like scoop the poop out because it's like, it's so much poop that's just
Oh,
clogged the toilet.
I
God.
feel like it's reasonable to make them scoop the poop out.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, there's no way. Who did it? There's no way.
Certainly, there's no way of finding out which 12 people took a massive shit. That doesn't seem like some people would talk
I forget
about.
the kid's name, but like everybody knew the person who came up with the idea. Like everybody else was just following orders. Like there's one person who was just
Modern day
like Nuremberg.
Odysseus, this wily tactician.
and it was right next to Mr. Preston's classroom. So he smelt the poop when it was like in there. So like, and he's like, he doesn't take shit. He's a Korean War vet, right?
Well,
so
he
they're
does, I guess.
So, yeah, so then the next day there was the legendary monster poop, but like. I feel like everybody has a sort of like a poop that's so big it won't flush down the toilet, but like this poop could not come from a normal person. Like it was like a fire log. Like it wasn't touching the water. It was like
this.
stretched from side to side.
I truly hate
It
this.
was like, like a brick of clay you see with a potter where they throw it down.
This
Matt,
story.
come
This
on.
poop gets bigger every time you tell it.
So much.
If this is not the too gross story, I would never want to hear one of your
So
too gross
much.
stories.
During lunch, everybody had to go in and see it. They're like, dude, who did this? Who did this? It's disgusting.
During lunch, you got to after.
You had to go see the poop. And everyone's like, dude, don't tell Mr. Preston. Like, he's going to find out. They're like, yeah, but he can't get mad. So everybody's
I
talking.
think this has to be a plot of the show. I'm
So
thinking.
everybody's talking about the poop, even after lunch. There's so much. We're still talking about it in class. And Mr. President overhears something. He hears somebody talking about poop in the bathroom. And he looks, he's like, did any of you sons of bitches, do you all go poop in that toilet? Because so you're all fucked. You're all getting suspension. You're all going down. And we're like, no. And he's like, and then he leaves. And we're like, oh no, he's going to go see the big poop. And he comes out and he closes the door. And he had this corner where he had like pictures of his old, like the people he went to war with.
Oh my
I
God.
don't even know where this sentence is going, but I love it.
Like a memorial, like his
And
medal.
he's like, what was I fighting for? Nothing.
It was very subtle. Whenever he was really serious, he would like stand in front of it, like, like I'm a soldier. You gotta listen to me. And I remember he stood up and he said, you sons of fucks, which one of you sick bastards did that? One, you're getting suspended, and two, you need to go to the doctors. And nobody would say it. Then we all started getting really angry. We were like, you can't get in trouble if that
taking
is
a
just a poop. And he said, he's like, I was in Korea. I have seen shit. And I can tell you for sure that no single human being made that poop.
No way.
So nobody
This
got in
is like
trouble.
the fucking terror or something. It's like, no earthly man could have made that bowel movement.
My suspicion, everybody's suspicion is the kid who came up with it in the first place hated Mr. Preston. We all swear it. He refuses to admit. We're all pretty certain that him and like the three friends, the fucking like Scooby gang, they all definitely took a shit and like molded it into a single brick.
my
Because
God.
and then I think the moment we all suspected them, we started saying it became pretty clear to them that wasn't cool. So then it just turned into nobody knows what happened. Nobody knows who did the poop. But that's my suspicion because I'm telling you, no human.
I was in Korea.
I've seen some nasty shit in my days. Anyways, so
That's
my
the
gross-
news from Lake Wobegon.
Oh my god. Do you want to go?
Good Lord.
Do you want to go to
Matt,
listener
you
questions
do
or
have, Matt,
something?
I have to say,
Sorry.
a good Matt story is incomparably good.
Matt's good at telling stories.
Oh my God.
I wish he was worse at it sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Oh God.
I didn't mean to say yeah that strongly.
We will be telling the other Matt poop stories as a new special for
No.
super patrons.
Let me know so I can not be here that day.
Yeah, I don't want to
Sorry.
be here.
So we're doing questions now. Oh boy.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I
I
just
I've never told that story. I didn't realize that was a saga. I just remember it as like the big poop story.
that was a two-parter. Unlike that poop.